And the next year we did the Millennium Marijuana March. We've been marching ever since. We stood up here 15 years ago in 1999. We had just passed the Medical Marijuana Initiative. The great volunteers that worked on the I-692, I-695 initiative passed it. Historic, making medical marijuana legal for patients. We know what a struggle it's been ever since then. But man, have things changed! It's still happening. We still have people right now, somebody somewhere in America has got that light behind them and they're looking in the rearview mirror and their blood pressure's going up and their heart's pounding and their mind's racing ahead, man. Thinking, oh man, I got stash on me, right? Thinking about how I got kids, I got a job, I got a career, I own my home, I got stuff to lose, I have a family. Why should that make someone a criminal? We know that every time we take a toke of marijuana, we might be doing something different, but we're not committing a crime. There's been so many martyrs. So many martyrs have gone down, have suffered so greatly, have sacrificed, have been persecuted, have been victimized, treated like terrorists. When you're sleeping in bed minding your own business, and somebody kicks your door in and comes running in paramilitary gear and grabs you by the ankles naked and throws you on the floor and steps on your neck and puts a bead on your head and on your children's head and shoots your dog, that's terrorism. And the people doing it are good people. The people that have made these laws are not bad people. They're good people. They were wrong. They made mistakes. And we're changing it. And we're making it right. And we're doing it peacefully. We're doing it legally. We're doing it responsibly. And it's working. No more Tim Garins. There's been too many. There's been too many people who've sacrificed for this movement. Too many people right now in jails and prisons. Right now, away from their children, away from their family, away from their community. Too many people's children are being raised by strangers, by foster parents. Why? Because they might have been caught with something in a drawer in their home. It's that crazy. And we're changing it. And we've got so much more work to do. The only thing we've seen an end to is the beginning. The beginning of our struggle is over. We're making victories. We're winning. All across the country we're winning. We've already won in the court of public opinion. And when that happens, just a matter of time before we win in the court of law. So many volunteers, you know, it's really about the volunteers. Sometimes I go to things like this and I don't understand why there's an audience. You know, at Hempfest, I don't understand why there's not 200,000 people wearing a staff shirt. Because we cannot do it without you. We need you all, every one of us. We are a peaceful, most of us are a peaceful, gentle, artistic, decent community and culture that doesn't threaten anything except a bag of potato chips. And we have changed the laws, and we've done it without violence. We've done it without destruction of property. We have changed the laws, and we've done it the right way, and we still get laughed at, and we still get jeered at, but they're not laughing quite as hard as they did just a few years ago. And now, the puns are starting to disappear off the headlines. There's no more, is it a smoke screen? Do they have the munchies for freedom? That stuff's disappearing because they're taking us seriously, because we are a serious political force in the United States of America. Is there another cause where citizens have changed 19 state laws against federal law? I don't know of another cause like this cause. It's happening, and we've done it peacefully, done it responsibly. As long as we can keep doing that, there's no stopping us. There are some great speakers. I don't want to talk very long, but I want to say that as bad as it's been, with all of the oppression and the tyranny and the injustice and the scapegoating and the marginalization that we've taken, oh, we're the druggies, we're the evil people, we're responsible for all the bad in society. It's just not true. It's always been a lie. It's a lie today. It'll be a lie tomorrow. But we're winning, and we have to lose the anger. We make bad decisions in anger. We have to understand that things are on our side. We're going the right way. There's still many, many reasons to be outraged. But we got to remember that cooler heads prevail, and we are the heads. And I think this is pretty cool. So we're going to prevail. Thank you so much.
It is a huge honor and a privilege to introduce Sergeant Sean Whitcomb. Sergeant Sean Whitcomb is a public affairs spokesman for the Seattle Police Department. We're very happy to have him here today. The cooperation that we've been giving the police and getting back from them has helped this whole movement in an amazingly huge way. And who's Sergeant Sean Whitcomb? There he is.
It's an honor to be here today. Thanks for inviting us. I just want to say that when I was a rookie cop, part of every police officer's shift is stopping by Starbucks and getting a cup of coffee while we write our paperwork. And one of the members of the band here was one of the baristas that served me like a decade ago. So anyone who heard the music coming down the street, give those guys a big round of applause. So again, just honored and privileged to have a speaking role here today. I just want to start by saying prohibition is over. Almost. And we were watching this really closely. We were watching 502 really closely here at the Seattle Police Department because this is one of those situations that means so much to people who live here. The question of marijuana and marijuana possession by adults. For years it was our department's lowest enforcement priority. And when they went ahead and made smoking indoors against the law a violation, our joke would be, what would happen if we went to a business or a bar and one guy's smoking a cigarette and the other guy's smoking a joint? We tell the guy with the cigarette to get the hell out of there. So we were watching 502, we saw the numbers, and we knew that there was going to be people with questions. The headline is that marijuana is legal, but we all know that it's a little bit more complicated. Hats off to Allison Holcomb and all the work the ACLU's done to craft this law. We want to make sure that the people who live here, the people who are going to participate in legal marijuana, that they know what our expectations are. We put out on our blog a post by Jonas Spengenthal we called What Now? And I hope you guys had a chance to read it. We are committed to providing additional public information and education about marijuana laws, about our police enforcement as it pertains to street dealing, as it pertains to marijuana by minors. Those things are still illegal. We want to make sure that we are giving you guys the best information possible, so that way you guys can go out and live peacefully and live freely and not have to worry about anything. I think one of the biggest deals here is that so many people who use marijuana in their life prior to this past year have been living in fear. Fear of arrest, fear of prosecution, fear of being stopped by the police. What you're doing now, what you're doing from here on out in Washington State is legal. Don't be afraid anymore. Hold your heads up high, and congratulations on all of the work that you've done to get here. I'd like to introduce Interim Chief Jim Pugel.
Thank you, Sean. I'm Jim Pugel. Right now I'm not interim yet. I'm Assistant Chief for Criminal Investigations. People have asked why I'm here to speak with you folks today. Some ask if I'm here to condemn or endorse or promote. We the police are here not to do any of that. The voters statewide and certainly within the city limits of Seattle spoke very clearly that this is now legal. So the police are here to make sure that it's all done legally, and we will continue to work with the ACLU. And a special shout out to Allison Holcomb, who really did a lot of hard work to get it as much as clear as possible. I always feel like Forrest Gump up here, that someone's got to pull the cord. So what I would ask you to do is let's all respect the vote. And by respecting the vote, I mean, let's do this according to what the initiative and the law is. Let's make sure it doesn't get into the hands of minors. Let's make sure it's only used as the ordinance or the initiative said it will be used, purchased as it should be, and please respect your police officers and don't use it in front of them. And thank you for being very respectful of the police officers who escorted you here today. Thank you.
Implementation of Initiative 502. Let's hear it for Sharon.
Thank you.
Sharon, I'm the clock keeper for you.
Hello, everybody.
Hello!
My name is Sharon Foster. I am chair of the Washington State Liquor Control Board. With me is board member Ruth Ann Carose. I certainly recognize a good deal of you out there. Thanks for inviting me. And when you, many of you and thousands of others voted yes on 502, you set us on a journey that's never, ever been tried in the world as we're trying it today. Give yourselves one hell of a big hand. Since that day in November, the Liquor Control Board has traveled throughout the state to 8 communities to hold public forums. We listened to over 3,000 people. We listened to over 20 hours of comments, plus hundreds and hundreds of written comments. We are now prepared to publish those proposed drafts. Please remember I'm using the word draft rules, and they will come out on Thursday of this coming week. So look on the Liquor Control Board website, and you will find those proposed draft rules. Again, remember, I'm saying the word draft. We want to hear from you one more time. We want to hear what you like about those proposed draft rules. We want to hear what you don't like about those proposed rules. Come the mid-June, we are going to then reissue what we will call the really proposed rules. You will then again have time, another whole month, to give us comments on what you like and don't like about the ones that we are going to initially rule on one way or the other. Please know that we are charged with what Initiative 502 tells us to do, and they tell us that they want a well-regulated market. They want public safety to be one of the most important things that we can possibly do. I will just say what other folks have said. Please don't sell the kids. Please don't sell on the black market, the gray market, whatever you want to call it. We're going to have a well-regulated 502 stores across the state, we hope. And I can't thank you enough for all of you.
Please stay away from medical marijuana.
I can't thank you all enough for coming and listening to me today. Thank you very much.